Yeah, and just like I
around.
said, that Void Staff is coming into effect right now. That was just one combo rotation, and he took him below
And that's on a Squeebits
max
that
health.
has the Merc Treads and the Hex Drinker completed too. It's not like he doesn't have any magic resistance.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Quasiframe's
Quaza though,
gonna go
he's
in.
gonna
He's
jump
looking
in.
for an ultimate. Teleport coming in behind him though. He has to flash away. Andrade's coming in from the back line. He does
Three-man
get
slow.
the 3-man slow. Ultimate does go in. Sabu's really low from that Caitlyn ultimate. Quasiframe's getting really low. But Cody Senpai's gonna go in. There's a 2-man shockwave. Cody Senpai's gonna go down, but he does get the assault and battery off. Useless program in the front line. That's not where he wants to be. He flashes out.
So, all said and done,
A lot of damage as well.
1-for-1 trade there. Sabu getting a really nice shockwave down onto some really squishy targets. Pretty much took out Tyler by himself there. And also put either Squeebus or Moose Venom quite low as well. So that was pretty well fought by Team Pretty Boys against this Baroned up Eradicators. So Quasiframe was a little too eager on jumping the gun there, I feel, with his ultimate. Andrade with the smart teleport in behind him, so they still have a little bit of communication they could do better for the next team fight, just to try and make sure that they can get Quaza lined up a little bit better with the rest of his team.
Yeah, and Team Eradicators did such a good job of spreading out, knowing that Oriana ball would come in for really, like, come in handy really big, and looks like Cody Senpai's looking for Andrade. He does the assault and battery. Andrade, he riff walks away. Can he get away from Cody Senpai? Another Vault Breakers goes down.
Yep, there he goes.
Yeah, he
He's
gets
gone.
away.
Yeah, that was
Riff walks OP.
He can't lock down Andrade. He's got too many slows. Not only can he rift walk, but he's got Frozen Gauntlet complete. So even if he doesn't have his E up, he just auto attacks Cody once and then he walks away. And then as soon as he avoids a Vault Breaker with his rift walk, it's over. The gang's done. So he is incredibly difficult to kill right now.
Yeah, not only is Cassidy really difficult to kill, but looking at the items, Rise just got his Frozen Heart, and it looks like he's gonna become a big problem as well.
Yeah, he's been having a little bit of a slower game here, 1, 3, and 2, but he's been able to use a lot of that global gold that team's been getting here to really keep himself, and it's in the game, and it's a Rise anyway, so Rise is pretty much always going to be relevant.
Yeah.
And so, oh, Andrade though, he needs to be careful.
Andrade does get black shielded. Riff walks away. Squeebus. The Q barely did anything to Quasiframe. With he has pretty good
Just
amount
a random
of armors.
Yeah. So you can really tell that they're really respecting the Andrade damage, not as well as the Squeebus damage, as we see. You know, the 3 Randuins completed for Team Pretty Boys. And we've got Sabu also with the beginnings of his Zonias, so he's going to get some armor behind him as well. So itemizing against the strong strong players there, because there is a lot of mixed strong assassin damage for Eradicators.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting too. Useless program looking for his Hex Drinker build. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the best build, but he's looking to just try to survive. But Quasiframe has the ultimate out. Andrade and Squeeb is jumping on him, doing a lot of damage.
I think that might be only. I think it might be a good idea though, considering that it's only really useful, I think, for Corky, because as soon as he gets the upgrade from Hex Drinker into that upgrade, the upgraded version of Hex Drinker, its name is escaping me.
The Maw of Malmortius?
Maw of Malmortius, yeah, exactly. So Maw of Malmortius, its passive effect gives you bonus AD based on your remaining total health. So if Andrade gets in his face, he's just going to start going Corky ham on him, and it's going to make him even tougher to kill. It's like a small Olaf situation. So
Corky ham.
Well, it's just where you're just firing missiles and damage and things out of every orifice. So
exactly.
Well, so interesting itemization choice here. I think that it's only really useful as an AD as Corki because he's just so spell reliant, and I think it might actually do a lot of work for him too. He could go, but he hasn't been prioritizing team fights enough. Yeah, it looks like he might either be going. There's a lot of ways he can go with that chain vest too. So he's starting to get some defense on him as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he turns that into a random. Really difficult to kill, but
yeah, or he I mean, there's
Tyler Heck
abilities
taking a lot of damage
with that, but it looks like they want to start out the Baron. Maybe Pretty Boys grouped up around this Baron. I don't know. Want to start?
Yeah, this.
Seems.
I don't know if they need to look for a fight though. They
do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, so just skill shots being flung, being missed a little bit here. This is definitely something that goes more to Team Pretty Boys' favor, trying to set up a straight 5v5 team fight because they've got all this wombo. I feel like it might be safer to try to send Andrade on a split push run and just have him teleport into the fight. Going in?
Plaza Frame has the ball on him, does not decide to pull the trigger, but they're gonna siege up mid, maybe? No, they're looking towards Baron. I don't know exactly what they're gonna try to pull off here.
Well, the thing is right now is that Team Pretty Boys... Oh, Quads are getting caught out a little bit of damage. Andrade taking more, though. Team Pretty Boys feel scared to pull the trigger because they've been behind. They're down. And so they know they've got a good fight, and they know that they've got good ways to start it. They're just afraid to... Andrade is so huge.
Yeah, they have so much... Oh, looking for that fight, but he does nearly
for it, though.
hit it. Yeah, like I was saying, they have a lot of mobility, so it's going to be hard for Sabu to land a perfect shockwave. And it looks like they want to start it up. Sabu...
aggroing Dragon.
And that's with the ball on him again. And teleport coming in, Andrade wants to fight this. But
ultimate.
With the ultimate, I think Harden has the ball on him. One-man shockwave, Andrade's really low. But Leona goes down, uses program in the background. Getting hit up, Kohaku flashed out of the fight. Oh my gosh, Squeebish went down as well. Pings are going down, they want to chase us down. Uses programs on the run.
If he can get in the bush,
they're gonna get away.
Yeah, he's in the bush. He's gonna get away. Yeah. So, absolutely huge fight for Team Eradicators. They did a really good job of splitting up. They did not. They kind of split into two-man groups as soon as Asa and I think Hard both went in deep, and they just peeled back and split up the Team Pretty Boys' front line from their back line. And as soon as that happened,
Oriana still has her ultimate. Like didn't have one opportunity to use it there.
Yeah, that was because Eradicators just did such a good job of staying apart that Oriana didn't even get to use her ultimate, and she's, like you said, she's been farming up a veritable storm here. She's got the 3 big items complete and the needlessly large rod, so she's huge, but she wasn't able to get it down because there wasn't any team members group. They were only 1 or 2 people at most.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're just gonna have to just try to force something because Rise just came in, used all his combo with his ultimate and basically chunked everyone to like half health. And then the fight started on their terms, and I think Team Pretty Boys just needs to pull the trigger and blow someone up at the very beginning of a fight so they can oh, but they are gonna start Baron up. Let's see if Eradicators can
contest.
Try to
contest. They know this going down.
It's probably gonna go down here.
There's the
Wow,
smite.
they do get it. Wow.
Yeah. They just
Wow.
oh, missed it.
Oh.
They just took advantage of they did a good job, really good job of clearing out Eradicator vision and just took Baron off with that lack of knowledge. But this I think is actually where Cody Senpai choosing to go he's going to get caught in the recall, but he gets away. Cody Senpai not having flash is really kind of hurting him right now because he's not able to just do what you said. Oh wow, holy cow. And Sabu down to half.
A cool little trick that Andrade didn't do right there. He could have stopped Cody Senpai from getting away if he pressed because it does cancel all the vault breaker.
But Cody Senpai not having
looking
flash.
for a fight. He ults in. Can he get the ultimate Oriana?
Squeebus.
Let's get the Randuin's Omen off. There's a lot of damage. 3-man shockwave coming in from Sabu. Can they get a damage down? Cody Senpai is really low. Kohaku's really low. I think Hard's in the background. He does go down and Squeebus. Oh no, it was Andrade that picks up the kill.
So, 4 for 1 trade, and I thought that...
And they're looking for more. Sabu's gonna get bursted. Ace going down. Squeebus might die. Squeebus, the turret's OP.
Executed though. Executed, so that's actually big that he doesn't give any extra gold on this death to anyone there.
That might actually be the GGs right now.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Just really good team fight there by both Kohaku and Squeebus. They did a lot of work right there. And so, 47.5 minute mark, it's going to be Team Eradicators for the win here. So, with that being said, we are going to cut to commercial, and then after that, we're going to be right back for game number 2. So, we will not be having a post-game interview, but as soon as we're done with the commercials, we'll see you again.
The shakiness of Super Hot Crew, I think it depends a lot on the picks here as well, and Impaler in particular getting comfortable.
Sometimes they're super hot, sometimes they're super cold. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Niv. And now we're going to head back over to Demon and Quickshot for Game 3.
Oh, freak, when did you join the European team? Thank you very much, Shox and Joe.
Tell you how good Fnatic is. I just assume that they're really good because they've always been good.
Well, it wasn't 50-50 for alternate yesterday, I'll tell you that.
What?
But as we count...
This isn't fair.
Sorry, Double Lift. But as we count down the last couple of minutes... Oh, they're still talking? I'm sorry, Double Lift. I was happy to have you here, and I hope you'll keep joining us for the replays.
On the desk, dude. This is my last
Someone's here to make fun of you.
All right, thank you very much, guys.
¿Eran conscientes del hecho de que tenían la pasiva de Twisted Fate? ¿Les ayudó un poquito a remontar eso o cómo lo vieron? Oh, okay, sir.
We have bragging rights. We won 3 games, they won in points. Everyone's a winner.
That's something losers would say.
Well,
¿Algo de qué pasó entonces ayer contra EG?
Yeah. Okay. Can hold it. Yeah, I can see.
And gotta be honest, you guys got smashed by Gambit there. And what did you take from that? What did you learn from that?
Smash? Oh well. Wait.
Hey, the truth is harsh.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
No sweet talk here, right into no, but seriously, what did you learn from that? Finally, they've been clapping all along, so would you like to finish with a couple of words for all the TSM fans out here?
Give me this.
Don't forget to send in your Mundo faces, and I figure, Jason, if you just send in a normal picture of yourself, you might be eligible already. Anyway, our next matchup... Yeah, you're also mentioning J-Ree. I know why you picked Blitzcrank. It's for the Roccat grabs.
This is where it's at. I mean, this is the biggest game on the planet.
Are you ready for the Grand Game mode? This is going to change everything.
It's the grind gaming community. It's our legacy.
Every life, there is a line that cannot be crossed without leaving everything behind, except faith. Once that step is taken, there is no looking back, and all that lies ahead is destiny.
All right, guys, welcome back here to Game 2 of the day. We've got Team Griffin Gaming versus International Lane Losers here. So, Cody, what do you think of these two teams here? There are only defeated squads.
Yeah, and undefeated indeed. And I guess Griffin Gaming is gonna have to like national.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. We've got first round with Vi and Italy being wiped off the tables here for both teams. So we also see yet another LeBlanc ban going down as well. And
LeBlanc's really a popular band. No one really loves.
It's just because she's
exploded.
It's like Cassidon, except almost with the even safer laning phase, just because you can go DFG and go Assassin, or you can go for like the Athenes and go for more of a standard mage build, and still do a lot.
Yeah.
Final ban's underway though. We've got Braum and Morgana, so 2 locked out and immediate lock in a Thresh. So going on here for the
like they
support.
Want to get the
So it's pretty much they're kind of trying to railroad face into the Leona almost, and just in that kind of the trifecta of strong supports between Morgana, Thresh, and Braum, as well as the Leona. So it's not really a trifecta, it's a quadrecta, but you know they've banned away 2 and picked the 3rd. That doesn't leave it on Flame Crow Phoenix. Right?
Like they're pretty versatile right now, because you can also pick up Nami, you can also pick up Zyra. Lulu is even a viable support right now too.
For the Zyra, but that's just gonna be a dangerous lane though. It is Zyra versus Thresh. Thresh is gonna have a lot of ability to lock her down, and we've seen what happens to Zyra if she gets focused. But
yeah, it definitely gets exploded.
Yeah, we got Flame on Shen. That's a bit of a surprise to me. I know Flame likes to play these really in-your-face, full aggro, always on kind of top laners, and he's playing something a little bit more utility and team-oriented like Shen.
I don't know what you're talking about. The character P. Just Bork. Let's go.
That's true, but I'm saying that, like, I've seen him play, you know, Zed. I've seen him play kind of like Kennen and just go ham and stuff. So just a little bit of surprise, but we see Tiverton, Fenmar in the fight. True. Tiverton, Fenmar going with Wukong, and Terrible Diamond going for the Yasuo pick. That didn't get banned away this game. So that's already
really strong pickup right there.
Yeah, he's got a really good comp for him already between Wukong and Thresh. That's for their position that you can ask for other than like Alistar, really. So that's going to be a good comp for them. But Amadrowski locking in Kale, and Epic Khan's going for the Vayne.
Kale's actually a really strong pick against Yasuo. Able to bully him in lane a little bit. And basically, whoever he ultimates, he can shield him up and he'll take no damage, obviously.
There's actually a lot of defensive capability for Team Griffin Gaming here, because they've got the Flame Crow Phoenix, they got the Stand United along with that intervention. So that Vayne pickup is going to do a lot of work for them, and make sure like Flame doesn't use his ultimate at the same time as Amadrowski. They've got a lot of protect for their carry.
Yeah, it seems like I wonder what they're gonna pick and to counter this Vayne, and
Draven looks like.
If Vayne is gonna go into a lane swap opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think
Yeah,
Draven
that's
is
a really
necessarily a
bully
lane
lane
you
right
look
there.
forward to.
I think Vayne might want to look for a 2v1.
Especially, yeah, Vayne and Zyro as well, because Zyro will take one axe in the face and run.
Yeah.
So, not only that, but Draven also.
It's like
a few
weed whacking.
ADCs, but Draven. Few ADCs with a displacement, so that's yet another Yasuo trigger. Everyone on the team has a knockup for international lane losers.
Like, Terrible Diamond's gonna have a ball in this game, as he's just gonna ultimate off of everyone, just make plays everywhere on the map.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how well Griffin shut him down, just because between Amadrowski and Shen, they should be able to do a good job of locking down kill potential, just because they're going to be able to save a lot of people that he's not going to be able to get as snowballed as he would want to be. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
works for
and
them.
in
They've got a
team
lot
fights,
of magic
if
damage.
Shen gets a really good taunt, we'll
Yeah,
have to
that
see
can-
if Shen gets a good taunt on Terrible Diamond and basically blow him up in a fight, because Shen is not a projectile and you cannot win while Shen, so
Very
gonna be-
true. Yeah, they definitely have Griffin Gaming here definitely going with a kind of a defensive disengage style of comp. They've got the Zyra and they've got the Shen, who's really useful because he comes in with his shield and then taunts up half the team. Who's going to be on Wukong, as well as IDK, who's on Shyvana. They're definitely looking to strong engage all the time. So looking at Team Griffin Gaming, wondering how are they going to start a fight, and I realized they don't necessarily have to. They just have to stop international lane losers when international lane losers comes at them. So we have got a minute and a half here before we get into the game.
time for them to a turret. What are they gonna do to dive over them?
True. It's going to be very difficult to dive Griffin Gaming, so they are going to have a lot of ability to, even if they fall behind, they're going to have a pretty decent ability to stay in the game, although a lot of their waves clear is tied into their support. Well, they don't necessarily clear waves well, so that's going to mean that Draven's going to be able to get some good damage down. But that being said,
Yeah, but it is really scary for Draven to walk up though with no escapes.
yeah. So yeah, definitely. Especially when you got like the Elise cocoon that could just hit him right in the face anytime, or the Shen flash taunt. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of AD on team as well, so that might play into the itemization choices as well, as we are hitting 20 seconds left. Commercial break, and then when we are back, it will be International Lane Losers versus Griffin Gaming. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
What's up everyone, and welcome to week 161 of our League of Legends top 5 plays. We have a wide array of different types of clips in store for you guys today, so sit back, relax, and enjoy as we head into our number 5 play with Tourist on Janna. At the beginning, we see Red Team behind in gold, and with the majority of kills on the friendly Caitlyn, Janna knows that keeping her alive and healthy in this next fight takes top priority. We see a beautiful tornado to shut down the Vault Breaker, and then they decide to counter-engage as Rengar comes in from the side and Zac jumps in. Janna shields back with her, ready for the enemy team to go for the assassinate. The enemy Vi goes in, followed by Akali, but an excellent Monsoon pushes them back, followed by Talisman on the entire team and Crucible to bring Caitlyn's health up even more. Now we start to see blue team crumble as they go into full retreat, but it's too late as Caitlyn finishes off what's left of blue team for the pentakill. By denying the Vi's Vault Breaker in the beginning with the tornado, she opened up an opportunity for a counterattack and then played the fight perfectly with her team. A few minutes later, the friendly Rengar sneaks his way into the enemy base to finish off the Nexus, winning the game for red team after a close fight that sent them spiraling towards victory. Switching gears over to a solo play, we have I Pray Reset on Zed with a sick move to defend his tower 1v2 when his top laner DCs. At the start, we see him clearing the wave as Shyvana sits under the tower either AFK or just recently disconnected. The enemy Gragas and Riven approach, and then all of a sudden Gragas body slams in, followed by Riven, but Zed ults the stun, flashing away from the knockup just to swap back and land his Q, picking up the unimaginable kill in a 1v2 scenario. Let's check that out one more time as we see a beautiful ultimate from Zed to negate the stun, a flash to dodge the knockup from Broken Wings, the swap back to dodge the barrel, and then finally the shurikens to secure the kill. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the real Insec on Yasuo with a huge play at mid. Right off the bat, we see the enemy Vi on the side looking for a good time to go in. She sees an opening and Vault Breaker's in, but he unexpectedly turns and fights, windwalling Scatter the Weak and picking up the 3rd charge of his Q. He remains elusive by dashing around until he sees an opening to escape, running away with barely any health as the health potion slowly brings him back up in HP. With his shield ready to go and the enemy players split up, he turns on the Syndra as she goes through his shield, but he manages to bring her down, and then right after we see him try and dodge the Vault Breaker, dash and Q to ready the tornado, and after a little bit of kiting and repositioning, he sees an opening to knock her into the air and pick up the double kill. Team fighting their way into our number 2 spot, we have Legend on Jarvan and the rest of his team coming together to surround and take out the enemy team. In the beginning, we see 4 members of red team moving in to try and regain vision control of this area. With Alistar off to the side, they face a 2-front battle, and then Jarvan sees an opening and goes for the flash EQ straight into a headbutt pulverized Yasuo ult and rocket to absolutely wreck 3 members of the enemy team in the blink of an eye. Yasuo hunts down Syndra for the ace as they finish off Trundle and then take it to the Nexus right after to win the game. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Fierce with a challenger level LeBlanc play.
Alrighty, welcome back viewers to game 2 of week 3 of the Dragon League. We have Griffin Gaming on purple side and International Lane Losers here on the blue side as we have teams running out of base here. Pretty standard starts for each team, for both team members, although with knowing such vein with the Ruby Crystal start on his Thresh. Kind of an interesting choice. It's kind of become the go-to replacement for the Doran Shield ever since they nerfed its values like 10 patches ago or so.
Yeah, and I wonder if Epic Cons and Kyra Face are gonna go for that lane swap.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they are, and it's probably not necessarily someone immediately thinks of doing just because it's not very common in solo queue. It's kind of a hard thing to practice because, you know, the whole knowledge of it is based off of what we've seen from international competition.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, just like we were saying in Champ Select, Yasuo having every single person with a knockup is gonna be...
God! First Blood. I think he was disconnected. He just... I think he wasn't connected to the game. He was, he stood there, saw them move into the bush, didn't move, and there's the pause as, indeed, the Curve Face's Zyra was not in the game there, so...
yeah. Not exactly sure what just happened, but,
DC by Zyra. That's what the first blood happened with there, was Zyra wasn't connected, and so she auto-attacked once because, you know, she was just standing there. And so, Scumbag International and Lane Losers with the first blood pickup as they kill the DC player. And yeah, she's not going to be there for the leash for her team.
It's actually going to be a big detrimental, actually really unfortunate.
Yeah, she's going to lose on a lot of experience. She's going to be very late to level 2.
Yeah, and they already have a really rough lane against Draven Thresh, so hopefully they can bring it back. But
and playing Crowd Phoenix, fighting it up early with Shyvana, that's also going to be... Isn't that one of those lanes that Shen can have some difficulties with, or does he sustain pretty well?
I mean, I guess it just depends on if the jungler comes, but I'm not too sure if Shyvana can kill him very early on. Maybe after she gets Bork, but doesn't seem like that would be the case.
Yeah, it's like it seems like if Burnout is up, then Shyvana's gonna win trades, but in the meantime, Flame's just gonna hit him with blades to try to trade some of it back and get sustained. I guess it also depends on how well Shen's able to play the sustain game off of his blades and the off period, the Burnout.
Very true. Like Draven's already taking quite a big lead on Vayne, 14-6.
Yeah, that's just a rough lane. And interesting, worth of note, he's got at least 9 points in utility for he's got those biscuits. So he might have gone for a bit more of a defensive style. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
The damage, but Gray's gonna gank top. IDK is gonna get cocooned. Does get neurotoxined. That's pretty good. Pretty good gank from GG Gray right there.
Yep, burn the flash, and he can revisit now. And especially when Shen has taunt, that's going to be a really volatile lane because it's really easy to set up kills.
Terrible Diamond actually doing really good against Amadrowski, which is supposed to harass Yasuo down. Actually, he does get a lot of damage back on him right there. But he ran out of mana. 21 CS to 18. Doing really well for himself, Terrible Diamond is.
Yeah, that's one thing worth noting is it's a really good thing Amadrowski went for that Kayle, because not only Kayle is pretty strong right now, but Yasuo is going to be incredibly difficult for GG Gray to come in and gank. Unless he's got him like just in an open lane.
Oh, but a hook on Epic Cons, he does get the flay, does not knock him back for some reason. Stand aside, does catch Zyra on the back, but they don't get a kill.
That was exhaust burned and heal.
Oh,
that
Gray's
was
going looking for something here. See if Vayne can get a bait. Why are we looking at top lane? She's dancing.
Nope, you're not. You gotta speed up a little bit then maybe, because we are currently in the mid lane, my main men. But yeah, that is just a tough lane for Vayne. However, they exhausted a lot of work there to keep Lorexis down and got a lot of damage traded back onto him because of it. So he's actually quite low himself, and he already used his potions, so he's having to sustain off of just a Doran's Blade. And yeah, so away by Thresh is pulled there. And the reason the Flay didn't work earlier is because it's a common bug with Thresh where if there's already CC on the opponent, then Flay doesn't work. So, ooh, there goes.
What? That's a sneaky spider right there.
Except if he lands the cocoon, what does he do? He might be able to burst him down enough, but necessarily get out of lives. So it's kind of a waste of his time.
He does have flash. Cocoon out.
Yeah, but
assassinated him and got out.
True.
Flash made a really good play.
Lorexis.
But the root does go down on Lorexis. The cons, but you see Flame get a.
There's a good taunt there. He's going to get a lot of damage. From
He's
minion.
going to get away just a little bit of damage. He's up 10 CS. Flame is doing actually really well in that top lane right now.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, Amadrowski, really good that he's picked such a strong counter pick in Kayle, because GG Gray is going to have a bit of a difficult time ganking Terrible Diamond's Yasuo. He's not going to be really... If Yasuo's got minions, you're not landing Cocoon on him. So he's going to have to kind of just be by himself for a good time in this game. So him having picked a strong matchup into that, the jungler be able to visit the lanes that he's going to be able to have more impact on. As we've got
Yeah. Looks like Vane's going for that Blade of the Rune King build with the Cutlass.
It's not too terribly uncommon, but Cryo Phoenix, he went with the Doran Blade start, so that's a large reason why he's able to really fight the Shyvana well, is because not only does he have the Vorpal Blade sustain, but he's got the Doran's Blade one as well. And so even when he isn't able to get those Vorpal Blades onto his minions to sustain off of, he's still going to be able to get back into it just through 8-minute mark, 1-0 with about a 500 gold lead in favor of International Lane Losers with that first blood off of Cureface there in the spawn. They're really even at this point in time. Oh, there's a close hook there by just a Epiconzo. Gonna get a little aggressive. Doesn't quite land it.
Oh, GG Gray is looking in a
3
bad
ultimate
position.
for him, man. Woo! Uh-oh, the Rexus is low. Good pull. That's a Draven. Such Vane's in trouble too.
Such
Gets the
Vane's
hook.
gonna go down to Epic Cons. No. Oh,
Woo!
Epic.
Woo!
Got so
Minions,
low.
please! Minions, please!
The live steal.
What a well-played execution there. Epicon's hit 6 before anyone else because he got that solo farm, actually, because his support wasn't there. And so...
It was all planned.
All
DC
planned.
was planned.
Yep. First time I've seen an actual DCB use this debate, though. Terrible Diamond going aggressive.
Let's get the knockup off.
Good intervention.
Tiverton Fenmar is gonna go in. Terrible Diamond goes in and flashes. He does get the dash to him, but the tower's
That's
gonna
one
pick
of those
him up.
you just type in
Trade.
word at the aggressive
Whoever
flash
types
forward.
Worth first, I guess.
Yeah. So we saw GG Gray getting ambushed in his jungle, and he took the Dragon's Descent, the Cyclone, and the Last Breath all at once. So he had zero opportunity to get away from that, and so fortunately, that was a little bit of overkill, because if Terrible Diamond had had his knock up there, he might have been able to pick up that kill without actually having to sacrifice anything.
Yeah, and we see all the lanes actually decently even. Epicon's gonna go aggressive on Draven, but Such Vane's gonna get poked down by those little thorns. GG Gray is gonna repel in on Such Vane. Let's get the bite down. And Madrowski's coming down. He does get the slow. The spider hits him for a lot of damage. And Madrowski doing a lot of damage to that.
Terrible Diamond came down to cover. Terrible Diamond came down to cover his teammate, so they get away. But that means it's going to be a lot of pressure lost for bot lane, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they try to coordinate a dive or put a lot of damage down on tower. Oh no, they're rotating up. It would seem.
Yeah, and it's actually really surprising that Vayne is able to take this 10 CS lead on Draven.
Yeah, plus the 2 kills.
Yeah.
It was even though Draven had been doing a good job of really kind of harassing him down, just really well played by, I think it was a really good job by, I'm pretty sure it was Zyra landed a couple of really good roots down onto Draven as well as Such Vayne, and really locked up his opponents for his and of course Vayne hitting 6 first really helped.
Oh, but International Lane Loser's gonna go down. They do get the knockup, but the Diamond just not able to do enough. That's a great disengage from Zyra.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know if it was that maybe he just didn't get the timing down, but I thought for sure that Terrible Diamond was going to use the Last Breath off of the stand aside by Draven. Not quite lining up for that there, and so opportunity lost for Team International Lane Losers, but otherwise a really good disengage by lane of Griffin.
Cutlass is used on Flame. Pretty big trades there. Epicons does get the second Silver Bolt. Switches to Such Vein. He does get a proc on Such Vein. Does get the third proc. He does go down. Thraxus is gonna get exhausted. And another big play from this bot lane. They're doing a lot of work for this team right now.
Yeah, that's scary. A Vayne who is winning laning phase against a Draven, and that is not going to be good for them.
Oh, but Terrible Diamond's gonna go in. They do get a double knockup, and Last Breath gonna go through. GG Greg gets poked in the back and goes down, but Flame Cryo Phoenix gonna chase down Tiverton Fenmar. Kyra Face is there too. He does miss the roof, but the damage is coming out of Flame. Does pick that up. Epicon's on the back. Oh, but he gets a taunt on the IDK. Nothing happens there. Got pretty excited about that. Double knockup. He does go in. Terrible Diamond with a lot of damage. Larxus picks that up. Cash money going in the bank. It looks like they're gonna just push down this mid lane.
Yeah, so well played by Terrible Diamond. Getting the double knockup is set up Such Vein for an easy pull there. So good job in coming back for some more despite just having lost their jungler there.
They do pick up that first tower in the mid lane, looking like they're gonna go for Dragon as well. Gonna get a lot of gold right here off that little play that they just made.
They've got a lot of people still straggling into the bot lane here because Flame doesn't have anything. He's RU stand aside and his teleport's down, so he can't come in. So International Lane Losers are able to just completely take that for free and back off.
And with that, they scrounge up a 2k gold lead. And Terrible Diamond looking really scary at that 3, 1, and 2 right now.
Yeah, he's got that static shiv, so he's hit kind of one of his first power points. He's just got to get. We will have to see whether he goes for Cutlass now or if he goes immediately into the IE. I know a lot of Yasuo's go Cutlass just for a little bit of extra stickiness. So have to see how he goes with that. But yeah, he is scary. He's kept up his farm as well.
Looks like they're gonna do a lot of trading top lane. Flame getting really low. Burnout doing a lot of damage. He taunts away and head in the back.
For the time being, IDK has got the kind of the lead in this lane until Flame gets his stand aside back up, just because at any point in time he can just Dragon form in.
Well, even when he's standing aside or whatever, he can still interrupt that with his Dragon's Descent.
Yeah. That's kind of been the situation with Shen. He's not necessarily picked for his ability to dominate lane. He's picked for his ability to trade fairly well and interact with the map.
Yeah.
So, good job by IDK getting that pink ward.
And the crowd goes wild. Another one in the bot try. Gonna go down. There we go.
60 gold. 60 gold earned more to lead for International Lane Losers. And kills are even here, 5-5 at the 16-minute mark. Draven trying to do what he can to catch back up here, as he's got his Bloodthirster complete and Vayne's got her Bork complete, but he is still down. Not even that much anymore. He's only down by 50 gold.
Yeah, he got that cash money on that kill, and Gray's gonna get caught out. He does get ultimate locked out and deleted from Terrible Diamond, but Stranglethorn's going down. He's able to get out of that one.
It must have been tough to be able to see the lantern and all that plant, because there was that Thresh lantern for him to get out, but he flashes out just to be extra safe. So Zyra ult down though, that's a lot of the kill ability for Epic Khan's gone, because that's really kind of the 1-2 punch is you land the root into the knockup, and that's pretty much a free kill for Vayne. So now that that's gone, a lot more breathing room for Draven and Thresh.
Yeah, and seems like Wukong's going for that. I mean, I wonder if Wukong's gonna go in for more damage in his next item buy, or if he's gonna try to get as tanky as possible, because Shyvana's going for a pretty aggressive early start with his Blade of the Rune King.
Yeah, I am I understand his play. I've often felt the pull of the Mercury Treads after Spirit Visage, but I do think that it's not necessarily the best choice just because he's going to be a little bit weaker. He doesn't really have any defensive stats. Mercury Treads are not incredibly gold efficient for the defensive values they provide. It's just useful for the tenacity. So he's still going to be very easy to kill.
Oh, but Epicon's looking for a fight here on Lorexus. He goes down, the ultimate misses, but there's a fight top lane. Flame Cryo Phoenix gonna try to get away. Kier Fizz is gonna get really low. Lorexus got that kill. Cash money in the bank. Oh, but Epicon's get Shen ulted. Such Bane's gonna go down as well. Double kill for Epicons. What a great play.
Yeah.
Oh, IDK's looking for a tower down top though. Graves gonna go down and Terrible Diamond's gonna just slide through him. Pick that one up.
So, Flame Cryo Phoenix, not sure if that was the most convincing Stand United. Oh,
he does get locked down under tower.
Yeah.
Happens there
but
though.
He's able to make sure that Vayne definitely survives that. And he's able to get back up in time to defend his turret, if not to save his teammate. And so, all around, good play pickups for Vayne as she picks up another 2. She is going to be really scary here in the next 15 minutes as she starts pulling even more ahead of Draven.
And it's looking like Vayne versus Yasuo game
War.
right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. 5-0-0 and to 5-1-2, 140 to 135 CS about. And
Vayne's got the advantage though of having Amadrowski on Kale next to her though. In that if you get Vayne, Amadrowski is just going to have a ton of damage output as well, as long as he doesn't get the initial last breath dropped on him. Because
and even if Kale wastes, an ult earlier in the fight, or even if he puts it on himself, Shen does have his ultimate to back up Vayne if needed, and it's going to be actually pretty easy to protect the Vayne right now if he's in a really good position.
It's really going to be on Terrible Diamond to try to, like, more so than try to kill Vayne, he needs to try to just murk as many targets as possible with the last breath and just kill the rest of Vayne's team quickly, because he's not going to be able to kill Vayne very easily by himself, just because he's going to use his dash to her once, and then she's going to tumble away, and then he can't get back to her unless he's got his Blade of the Ruin King up. So I think he's more looking to just kind of work together with Tiverton Fenmar and get a multiple man last breath and just try to kill everyone on Vayne's team so that Vayne can't get the intervention because Kale already used it on herself. Can't get Gray to peel for her because Gray's dead. So we'll have to see how good of a job they do for that.
Gonna do a dragon dance right now. Shen ulti is not available for a little bit of time. They have to wait it out and stall.
There's the ulti.
The ultimate not hitting anyone right there. Oh, but he's gonna stealth in. He does get an ultimate on only one member. Gray is the only one gonna get sacrificed right now. But they're gonna come in from the backside. Such Bane's getting a lot of damage put on him. Epicons with the ultimate stacked up on top of the turret. He's gonna cut away from Terrible Diamond, gonna come through and pick him up, get the shutdown gold. Triple kill coming in from Terrible Diamond. What a great fight from International Lane Losers.
Yeah, so there we had the situation that I talked about in Champion Select. We saw Flame Cryo Phoenix got his stand united on back off a cooldown, used it at the same time as intervention by Kale. Now, he still had some of the shield go to use for the Vayne, but there just was all the defense was poured on at once, and they lost GG Gray at the beginning of the fight as well, which immediately made it much more difficult.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think that they just don't have enough damage to cut through this front line of Wukong, Shyvana, Thresh right now.
Well, we'll see how it is when the Hurricane is completed by Amadrowski, but you gotta remember, in future team fights, there's probably a decent chance that the optimization of the Cyclone is going to be a little bit greater there, as they only use last breath on GG Gray in that team fight. In future team fights, there's probably going to be a few more people, so that's definitely going to be a point of contention to see how effective the knock-up and last whisper is used.
Yeah, and it's looking pretty grim for
Yeah, they're up 6.5K right now.
yeah, this is a pretty big lead for international lane losers, but I have faith in their late game right now. Epicons is pretty big, and Amadrowski's, I mean, Kale is always really crazy late game as well, so.
Yep, Griffin Gaming still has the ability to come back into this. They've got you gotta remember, they also had Zyra kind of panic trigger her Deadly Bloom, her ultimate, you know, that Stranglethorns. So with that in the next team fight, that might actually help sway things, as well as it might be able to disengage these fighters for international lane losers.
Yeah, that's very true. It looks like Tiverton might look for a fight. No.
Yeah, he's actually gotten huge here with these last two fights, getting a lot of gold with gold. He's got his Brutalizer and he's got Giant's Belt underneath him now too. So he's still going to be putting out good damage, and he's starting to build up that defense as well.
Yeah, and look at that. He even has a. Oh wait, I might have to stop right there because there's a lot of damage going on IDK. Nothing going down just yet. Just trying to say that Wukong picked up that enchanted boots, trying to get into the fight really fast.
Yeah,
Catching people off guard.
He definitely wants that movement speed. Back during Season 2 when Wukong was still kind of being played top, Triforce is such a good item on him because it gave him a little bit extra movement speed here. So Tiverton did not forget those days, and he picks up that Alacrity upgrade on his boots. That being said, GG Gray also, not underestimating that movement speed. He's got the mobility boots himself.
Yeah, looking like he wants to catch people out and just roam around the map a lot.
I kind of think that maybe Ninja Tabi might be a little bit more warranted here, just considering how much of the auto attackers international lane losers has. But if he's able to go and make things happen for his team by landing cocoons across the map, then it won't matter if he gets hit.
That's very true. I wonder if how close Kale is to that Runaan's Hurricane, because he's been sitting on those items for quite a while now.
He has got about 600 gold in the bank, so I think he needs just a couple hundred more to be able to complete it. However, he is going back right now, so he's probably got the money for that underway here, as we see Flame trying to do his best to take his tower in top lane, but because half his team's recalling, he's got back off. Teleport bot lane.
There's a teleport bot lane. Lorax is not able to get that one.
Yeah.
Good save there from Flame, but he does not have teleport for the next team fight.
Yeah,
they
but
do pick up a blue steal right there. International lane losers with a good map awareness.
He's going to pick up a lot of gold there, though, by having gone and teleported bot lane, which is kind of important because GG Gray is still only got the Spirit of the Ancient Golem and the Warden's Mail, so it's really imperative that Flame is a massive tank, so him getting whatever gold he can from playing Mr. Split Push is going to be very critical for their team fight.
Yeah, and
Terrible
like
timing
at least
Baron.
Oh wow, they do start it up, and there's no vision, but they do
Griffin
sense
Gaming
something's
knows.
going on. They do send a ward. Can he steal it with anything? The ultimates.
Nope.
Wukong does pick it up. Good try from Zyra, but just really smart play, good calls from international lane losers to know that everyone is out of position for that Baron call.
Yeah, 26 minutes in this game feels really early still, so take advantage of the unpreparedness of Griffin Gaming. However, Wukong used the Cyclone, so they're not looking to really... I don't think they're looking to team fight here in the next 2 minutes or so, or until he gets that ultimate back up, because a lot of their team fight presence is based off of his ulti.
Yeah, but they might be able to pick up some picks with the last breath on Yasuo, because everyone else has a knockup. So they still have to be careful. Looks like IDK is gonna get that turret, but turret top lane is gonna get traded out.
Well, one thing worth noting is that it's worth a lot of gold right now, Baron is. So they use it more so based on the fact that it now gives them a better safeness to push outer towers, as well as take Dragon, as well as just kind of just snowball their gold lead even further. They're going to be able to take most of these towers now.
And looks like they want to siege bot lane right now. I'm thinking that Zyra's gonna need a really, really clutch ultimate to try to save them because their team fight is really scary. Oh, but they're gonna just go back, get this dragon. It's pretty much free. That's a lot of gold. They're about 10k up right now. Looking really, really good for them. Walked over a pink ward. Take it out. Crowd goes wild, I guess.
It's absolutely massive. The gold lead is huge.
Yeah, Tiverton Fenmar does have his ultimate back up and looking really scary because Terrible Diamond is 8-1-3, and when he presses R, a lot of damage. They're basically just gonna die instantly.
He's got his IE completed as well, and he does have his Cutlass too, so targets are gonna go up and down very quickly, especially because Wukong, he's like, yeah, maybe I have a giant build item. I guess I should build someone defensive. Goes for a Sunfire Cape as a jungler, but he is going to just destroy people in these fights.
He is going to light a flame to those plants, I guess. I don't know. I was going with a joke right there, but I kind of failed.
Yeah. And Shyvana just now completing her Randuins, so she just got a lot more defensive. Actually, she had pieced a couple items together. I was just going to comment that she hadn't had a completed item other than her Bork. But there goes the Spectre's Cowl in addition to the Randuin, so IDK just got really scary.
Yeah, and him being in the front line, just chasing down Epicons the entire fight, is going to be really annoying for Vayne to just get enough damage on the team because the entire team's probably going to be dead by the time that he kills Shyvana.
That being said, Flame is getting a bit bullied out here by Shyvana. He's been at that point for the last probably 10 minutes or so where he's not been able to win 1v1s, but it doesn't matter.
They're trying to trade towers. They're on Inhib Tower right now. They're only on the second tier tower for the other. Oh, Shen's gonna go in. He does get the ultimate kill. He's gonna get the shutdown gold on Terrible Diamond. Such Vayne gotta get the hook on Flame. Another kill going down on Lorexis.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Double kill going in for Vayne.
That was just a horrible situation there for International Lane Losers. They tried to go for the base race with Griffin Gaming, but Griffin Gaming was in a much better position to be able to make recalls because they didn't have someone harassing them. So they get the recalls and they're able to defend in time, and in the meantime, Epic Khan's just going to work there. Picks up 2. Amajowski staying alive when Terrible Diamond went in super deep was absolutely important, because it meant that there was 5 extra seconds that Terrible Diamond wasn't able to re-engage onto Vayne because he had to sit and wait for Kale to finish off so he could kill her. So really well played there by Griffin Gaming to pull themselves back in. But that being said, they're still down 10,000 gold. They are still really, really far behind.
Yeah, but that being said, they do pick up a little bit of a win right there. Looking to get back in this game. Vayne is still 7-1, so they do have a chance to come back. It's just if they can maneuver themselves around these knockups, around this Yasuo, they need to try to just blow him up, honestly, in a fight. And maybe to counter that, Yasuo needs to pick up Guardian Angel really soon.
Yeah, he goes for the Last Whisper instead, which, you know, his answer...
Wow, there is a Void Staff on Amajowski now, so he's gonna do a lot of damage with those swipes. Such Vayne hooks a plant right there. Good job, Zyra. Oh, Talisman is used. Terrible Diamond Wind wall's nothing. That bush didn't want it. And it looks like they're just setting up for Baron because it's up in 30 seconds. Root misses, and oh my gosh, Flash is actually used by Terrible Diamond, so that's not up for the next fight. He's in some pretty grave danger for the next team fight if they focus him down. But Epic Cons is going to get initiated on. IDK is going to do a lot of damage to Epic Cons, but there's a 3-man knockup from Zyra trying to save him. Shenol going down on him. A lot of kiting from Ben. Can he get enough damage to clean up this fight? Flame Cryo Phoenix in the front line. Can he chase them down? Lorexis is getting really low. A double kill for Kale. Gray is gonna get oh, but the good escape from such big. Does he die from these rays? Oh, what a good escape. But what a nice team fight. And amazing kiting from Epic Cons to get a lot of damage on their front line and just clean up everything.
Curface being able to stop the entirety of International Lane Losers by herself in enough time so that Tiverton dies to the rest of the team was absolutely crucial there, and they may look to finish here.
Looking like he's gonna get a taunt on Such Vein. Tanking up the turret. Gray's gonna get the first tower. Can they get this before they die?
Lane Losers.
The second tower does go down. Can they get away? Exhaust goes on in Gray. He does get hooked. Does blow up. Can they chase him down though?
Terrible Diamond
looking like Flame's gonna get attacked. He does get a double kill. Looking really. I mean, they got both turrets, but if
they got a ward, they see where they're at. They can keep chasing, or they can go for the Baron. As Flame has got a 40-second death timer. Gray is down for another 20 seconds. So there goes Terrible Diamond. Terrible Diamond's got Blade the Ruin King is completed as well. He's going to take this down really quickly.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to pick this up unless Zyra can
Look
steal it.
at how much damage he's doing!
Oh, never mind.
You see how quickly Terrible Diamond tears it down? He just walked through that Baron. And so there's a back-to-back fights for Griffin Gaming that they've walked out the victors on. And they just did a really good job of playing their comp well. They did a good job of peeling for the Vayne, and Zyra had a huge knock up there and separated Wukong away.
Yeah, 3-man knock up right there from Zyra. Probably the MVP of that team fight right there. And Epicon's just able to do enough damage to kite away from all that upfront damage from Shyvana and Wukong, I think, right? Yeah.
Well, Wukong died almost immediately. He got bursted down very quickly. He had enough time to Cyclone right before he died, which triggered the last breath for Terrible Diamond. The problem was that because he died almost immediately after activation, he didn't get any damage out of his Cyclone done. He just got the knock up, and so when Terrible Diamond doesn't immediately kill Epicons, they've got to run away. And after that, it just became the cleanup process.
Yeah, and it looks like Epicons is gonna look for what is it, Banshee's Veil? So he's gonna block one of the knockups, hopefully, unless they can poke it out with maybe
with
like Flame
though?
Breath or something.
They don't have anything to poke it with. They've got to commit to a fight really to be able to knock out his Banshee's Veil because they don't have any poke abilities. Such Vayne, okay, I'm going to use my hook, but I want to be hooking you, so it's an effective spell use. That being said, we also see
you could get the Dravenalt on them. You could throw the Dravenalt through the team, pop all the Banshees, and then go in. That could be an option for them.
True. That depends on how well they're able to coordinate that, though. We do see Terrible Diamond, though, going for the Giant Spell.
Oh, he does get the knockup. Last Breath's going to go in. Flame Cryo Phoenix. Try to make a quick play, but Terrible Diamond looked through, or foreseen his plan and got the knockup on him. Great play, Terrible Diamond.
That's the other nice thing about having a knockup on all your team members is that they can cancel teleports. So, Cryo Phoenix trying to make the best of a bad situation, but Terrible Diamond, he is 12, 3, and 4, and he is got all his damage items complete. He is going to kill anything he wants quickly.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to go for maybe a Randuin's buy next. It's going to be really hard for for them to just chase him down because he has a lot of health, a lot of mobility.
I still don't know if that's the best choice for him, though. I think a GA would be better service to him right there, just because he's got that passive of his to kind of tank for him a little bit. So I don't know if the Randuin's is going to be the best thing for him here. However, considering
Shyvana
actually, well, Wukong doesn't have one though. I just realized if Wukong had one, I would probably continue.
Yeah, but I mean, as we could see, Kale is actually really massive right now. Does have that hourglass, does have Void Staff, and he's going to be shredding through the team as well as Vayne. So they do have a lot of damage now, and Elise is starting to get a lot of those tank items picked up. Locket of Iron Solarity on Shen, going to be able to block a little bit of the Last Breath's damage, and Draven is a little bit behind on items as he doesn't have his Infinity Edge yet. Yeah.
But I do like the Locket pickup on Shen because Gray has been struggling to pick up gold. He hasn't been able to have as much participation in the kills as he would want to. So Flame decided to be a bro and give the Elise a little bit more tank stats through his own build. So I think that was a good pickup on his part.
Very true. Looking like Ping's going out there really scared right now. Pretty tense moment right now. And we gotta see what happens.
I think it's a situation where now that Griffin Gaming feels like they're kind of in the lead, they're trying to figure out the best way to set up their lead to try to create pressure on the map. Because so far they've been winning off of reacting to International Lane Losers team fights and just winning that. But now that
they're gonna get flanked though. Oh, the flash instantly, and the Shen ult is wasted.
Yeah, but so is the Wukong Cyclone. So both of those important ultimates are down for both teams now.
Very true. But there is no Shen ult, and Epicons does not have flash for the next thing, so it's gonna be a little bit harder for him to kite back.
That's the thing we gotta remember is that inhibitor goes down, it is going to be very difficult for International Lane Losers to make their way past halfway through the map because they will have open Nexus if their inhibitor goes down.
Yeah, that's really scary, especially with Teleport, Flame, Cryo Phoenix. If they get a ward, oh, the taunt does miss. Oh, but there is a fight breaking out. Wukong's in the backline. A three-man knockup again. IDK is just sitting there exhausted. Terrible Diamond not getting enough damage. Epicons is full HP, doing a lot of damage to Terrible Diamond. Shutdown gold goes to him. Flame Cryo Phoenix trying to get in there. IDK is in the backline trying to get Epicons, but he's getting a lot of damage down. Tiverton is trying to take him out. Can he get him? He's kiting him back. Epicons doing a lot of damage in this fight. He gets 3 kills. Oh, but Wukong's ultimate just came back up. And Flame Cryo Phoenix is gonna go down as well.
Ace picked up for International Lane Losers. What a close fight there. I thought that Griffin Gaming had it. We had Epicon so healthy through most of that fight, but there was just so much skirmish power available to International Lane Losers. Tiverton able to wait long enough, gets his ultimate back up at just the perfect time, and they pick up the win for the team fight there, and now they're looking to take a pair of inhibitors for themselves, and those are some decently long death timers.
Yeah, and I think Epicon's got a little bit too overconfident staying in melee range with that Wukong, not knowing when his ultimate was going to come back up. He could have probably just stayed at max range, tumbled in and out, but he felt really confident, and he paid his life for it.
Yeah, and unfortunately for International Lane Losers, Wukong's...
he does get caught out. Ignite. Oh wait, no, that's Leandri's. He does get rooted. And Wigroski does swipe him, and Scumbag Score takes a kill.
That's pretty much going to be Baron for Griffin Gaming here. I don't think that International Lane Losers should try to fight with this at all, but they're gonna say, forget Baron. We're gonna just push down mid and try to finish here.
Let's see if it works out for them. We're gonna see
Yeah, that's gonna be absolutely
There's the
huge.
Shen ult still in this fight though.
Yeah. And no Wukong whatsoever. And
they do get the inhib pretty free right there.
Oh,
the
pull.
hooks mix. A lot of damage from Kale. Oh my goodness. 3-man knockup though. And last breath goes through. Dravenor doing a lot of damage to the backline. Epic Khan's getting a kill on Lorax's. GG Grace really low, gets a tower shot, and looks like they're gonna end up with the win. Double kill. Amazing team fights and amazing plays from Griffin Gaming to come back in this one.
Alrighty, guys. We have a commercial break, but when we get right back, we'll talk a little bit more about this game. Well played to Griffin Gaming. We'll see you right back.
The Cocoon does land on the Vi. He does not get stunned from Syndra. They go back. They want to fight this.
Goes in.
Vi goes in. He goes in. Oh my God! There's so much damage going down. Draven goes in. Renekton's in the backline. Sekai's going low. Vaughn is about to die from this Draven. He does go down. Cash Money goes down. Sekai going in. He dropped the box, but he does get killed. Another kill going to Draven. Oh my goodness. Oh, that all damage.
Going to actually have Cliffy Quack potentially come and answer though.
But you do have to be careful though. There comes the Talus and 100 skills get hit, but he's going to go down so quickly. That wasn't even a fight, right?
Lulule though, he's going to be able to put a lot of damage down.
Blood, but there comes the ult out.
Nuggets almost gonna, flash in.
Nuggets could turn this around. Nuggets could turn this around. He doesn't throw the ball far enough over. Here comes the ult out from Sky. Sky's just gonna...
Lulule dodges it! Clipper gonna go down! Ooh, so much damage! Oh my God, flash forward!
Oh my God! Sky just gotta be careful. Sky just gotta play it exactly right. Is he gonna run?
Oh God, the blue buff. So many bombs. Oh, big gets it! So Lulule pulling up big, showing, yeah, I got those big moves. Yeah, I am a mad scientist with Zig.
Wow. He does get the ball. Can he get a double? He does get a double ult. Leona with the excellent on 4 people. Zed in the front line. He does explode. There's a lot of damage coming out from Rise though. They are going down. Useless program going really ham right now. Can Shyvana get the double kill? Graves gets up from his GA, and they do get an ace on Team Pretty Boys.
They're going to look to end here. This is a 40-second death timer.
Trying to make Kurosawa jumping onto Colorwheel. Would he get the ult down? He's going to go for the ult. That'll be a 1 dead Colorwheel right now, but Timbo gets the ult back onto Kurosawa. Kurosawa is probably dead, but there comes a lovely ult out there from Ang Bashid onto Black Yellow Beat to stop any hook coming out. Black Yellow Beat with the flash onto... Oh yeah, dude. But there comes the Oh my God. Direction gets one. There goes the lovely ult, but that's not enough. There comes the ult out from Kale. And Beckel will be my dead man, but there's Direction. Jesus,
5 almost the ace. That was just...
Oh my God. Griffin's come around the back side. Griffin's going to try and go for the flank. Griffin is going for the flank. Force slash champion.
Oh, he gets it! That's a fair steal!
There's the ult down onto the legendary top and they flank jumps into the whole team. Oh my God, that is a 4-person wild growth with the 4-person Griffin stun. This is going to be a very bad fight here for the blue team. Oh wow, that's another Baron steal. 2 Barons in the day and 2 steals.
Wow, that's gonna be the clean ace for Crimson Guard United as
All right, welcome back everybody. This is GG Mr. Nuggets after our exciting, like, nail-biting game right there. We have Kyra Face. Correct me if I'm wrong. How do you say your name exactly?
Kerface.
Kerface. All right, sorry about that. All right. Anyways, we're gonna do a quick interview with Kerface now. First question going out: what does that mean going undefeated against another undefeated team?
Oh man, we're really hyped. It meant a lot to keep our winning streak going, and everybody was super happy at the end. It was a really hard game. Played well by both sides.
Yeah, and most of that game, you guys were down a lot of gold and able to just keep getting little fights, keep getting really good team fights going on, and actually able to bring it back and take a win off. What do you think the main points of the game made it swing in your favor, I should say?
There was one time when Shyvana ulted early, and I separated the whole team with my full combo and ult, and we were able to win that team fight. So I think that helped us out.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Wukong getting caught was a really pivotal point in winning right there.
So you picked the Zyra, and the Vayne into the Draven Thresh. Did you guys talk about doing a 2v1 lane at all, or what was your you and your partner's thoughts going into that lane?
We have really good synergy, and I'm just very confident in Epic Khan's individual skill. So if I knew he would be able to handle himself 2v1 situation, like he wouldn't play silly or anything. I was a little scared to play Zyra because she can get chunked pretty easy, but I'm pretty comfortable on her, so it worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Did you guys plan when you guys picked up a double kill in bot lane very early as soon as Epic Khans hit 6? Did you try to plan that aggression to coincide with her hitting 6 before everyone else? Because she picked up a little bit extra soul and EXP because you had been killed while you were DC'd.
Oh man, that DC. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't know why I lagged there. I haven't lagged in like 3 days at all. I've been gone since before that. But anyways, yeah. As soon as I saw him hit 6, I just went aggressive, and it was just instinct at that point, like for us to take the fight.
That was really well played, and Kale was having a little bit of a problem with Terrible Diamond during that game, but he was able to come back and get a lot of damage and do a lot with his ultimate, along with Flame Cryo Phoenix. Big shout outs to them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so for you guys, when you saw that they were starting to get a little bit ahead, what was kind of your guys' thoughts? What were you kind of saying to each other to try to make sure you didn't get psyched out or anything like that?
We were pretty worried that they took a lot of objectives. It actually made us get a little bit down, but everybody stayed very focused, and we just looked for opportunities to capitalize on mistakes if we can. And we had some pretty good shot calling and rotating that helped us out.
So there was one team fight where after having you guys swapped over and had won 2 in a row, you guys had fought right outside their inhibitor and you guys got aced, and then they tried to push and didn't take any inhibitors. Did you guys were you still feeling really confident at that point in time that you still had it in the bag, or were you kind of worried that they might take that and use that to regain ground, or what happened after that?
Fortunately, the res timers were actually pretty low at that point. I think they were only like 35 seconds or something like that, and they had to run across the whole map, so we weren't too worried. I think if Wukong had attacked the inhib with Shyvana, it might have been better for them, and like they might have gotten it and escaped, but yeah, they just didn't have enough time to push both lanes. So when we saw that, we weren't too worried, but initially we were like, oh my god, what just happened?
Yeah, you guys were pretty ballsy going for the Nexus towers right there, able to get both of them, but they did pick up some kills and try to retaliate, but it wasn't enough in the end. How do you guys feel right now? Undefeated, how do you think the Dragon League's going, and what are you looking forward to next?
Oh man, just the Grind Gaming League community is great in general. I love the tournament, and we're all just super hyped to have our win streak keep going. We're gonna practice really hard and hopefully win the next one as well.
Great. And I think we're just gonna have, I think that's about it. I mean, I would like to congratulate you and your team. What a great game. I love to cast
Thank
it.
you.
And
Good luck
think we're
next
gonna
week.
go to, yeah, good luck next week, man.
Thanks a lot, guys.
And actually, with that, we are done with tonight's games. Join us tomorrow as we have the Baron League Week 3 beginning, and we have a couple of really awesome games going on then. But for tonight, I am Logan Capmargo Fielding.
I'm Cody, Mr. Nuggets Gullet.
And want to send a thank you out from Grind Gaming community. Remember, you guys never been a part of the community. Looks like an interesting part of place to be around. We are in raid call. Our ID number is 8222-770. Again, that's 822-770. Want to give a shout out to our featured streamers and content producers. And we will look forward to seeing you guys again next week for more Dragon League.
Baron League.
No, next week's more Dragon League. Oh, I should have said that we're on hiatus. Shit. Oh well.
Well, yeah. Peace out, guys.